Hello, good afternoon. Okay, thank you, Sir Dan, for the introductions, and thank you, fellow electrical engineers, for having us today. So, sabi nga ni DBJ kanina, yung solar is 2%, and then the Philippine energy generation is 22% lang yung renewable natin. So, pataas ng pataas yung ano natin ng solar, up to 30% to 50% yung ano natin. So, kailangan yung technical natin, kailangan din natin maintindihan yung technical about solar. So, yung topic natin ngayon is about the solar technical. So, sa solar energy, so ito yung solar energy natin is a radiant light na nag-harness ng sun para mag-evolve ng technologies ng like solar heating, photovoltaic, solar thermal energy, and iba pa. So, ito yung mga components ng mga solar PV system natin. So, the major equipment is the solar panels. So, ano ba yung solar panel? So, yung solar panels natin is an array of photovoltaic cell na nagka-capture ng sunlight and then it convert it into a direct current. So, it made up of a silicon and arranged in a grid-like pattern on a metal frame. So, yung solar panels natin consists of also of the solar cell. So, bali yung solar cell, ito yung device na nagko-convert ng light directly into electricity using a photoelectric effect. And the composition also of the PV modules in the cell. So, pag yung cell is contains on the modules, so ito yung mga modules natin and it connected it to series and in parallel. So, alam naman natin pagka series, mas mataas yung voltage natin and constant yung current pagka naka-series yung connection natin ng PV modules. And in parallel naman, mas mataas yung current natin and magiging constant yung voltage natin. So ito yung composition ng PV modules natin. We have the frame, and then yung glass, and then yung front and back adhesive natin, and then yung solar cell, and then yung back sheet, and then yung sa junction box. So yung junction box, dito naka-terminate yung mga wirings natin. So yung sunlight, yung init, yung temperature natin, hindi basta mainit ay nakaka-harness ng maayos na power. So, pag mainit, yung ano natin, nagkakaroon din ng effect dun sa performance and efficiency ng panels natin. So, mas bababa yung efficiency natin pagka sobrang init yung nakakapture ng solar panels natin. So, that's why we need to proper design, a good design for proper cooling mechanism. So, kailangan yung design natin merong nakaka-circulate yung hangin para nagkakaroon ng mas mababang temperature. And then the next one is the inverters. So yung inverters, yung kinakapture ng solar panels natin is DC electricity. So the use of inverters is to convert the DC into alternating current. And then the mountings, so yung mountings natin is depend on the types of the mounting system natin. So iba-iba yung ginagamit natin na mounting, depende dun sa roof style. So may mga corrugated na roof natin, may mga metal tiles, may mga roof deck. So iba-iba yung ginagamit natin na mountings for the solar panels. And then for the wirings and conduit, so kailangan natin i-secure lahat ng mga wirings natin and conduits ng mga solar panels natin going to the inverters para for safety and in efficiency. And ito naman is the battery. So yung battery naman is storage pagka nagkaroon tayo ng excess na power. So ini-store niya yung excess power into battery. And we have also the monitoring system. So yung monitoring system naman natin, makikita natin dito yung generation ng solar and also the load consumption. Makikita din natin dito yung ini-import natin coming from the distribution utility and yung ini-export natin to grid. So aside from the generation or the data gathered from the solar panels, we can also see the errors of the inverters of the systems. And the next one is the disconnect switch. So we need also to have the cutoff to our system para pag in case na magkaroon ng emergency, madi-disconnect agad natin yung connection doon natin sa system natin. So the next one is the grounding system. So mahalaga magkaroon tayo ng grounding system doon sa installation natin para ma-ensure natin yung safety, ma-protect natin yung mga equipment natin, and also for the compliance also with the electrical standards. And for the export limit, so yung system natin on-grid, pagka gumagamit tayo ng export limit, pagka yung wala tayong application ng net metering, para yung kung ano lang yung load requirements natin, yun lang yung i-produce ng system natin. Let's say for example, meron tayong 10 kilowatt system, pero yung load lang natin is 5 kilowatt. So gumagamit tayo ng export limit para i-limit lang kung ano yung mga requirements lang natin para hindi mag-export dun sa grid. Pagka kasi wala tayong mga net metering, yung excess power na nilalabas ng system natin is magiging load siya kasi yung meter natin is naka-unidirectional lang. So what are the three types of the solar solution? So we have the on-grid or the grid-tied system. So yung grid-tied system natin, connected siya dun sa distribution utility natin. So from solar panels connected to the inverter, and then the output of the inverter is connected to the main panels of the house that is connected to the distribution utility. And for the hybrid system, so same lang naman sa on-grid na system natin. Pero dito sa hybrid system natin, meron lang tayong storage na we can use for the brownout and also for the nighttime use. And for the off-grid system, ito ginagamit natin sa mga isla na hindi nakakaabot ng mga distribution utility. So yung nagsusupply doon sa load natin is yung battery. And then ito yung sinasabi natin kanina na net metering. So yung facility natin is not exceed with the 100 kilowatt para may apply natin siya ng net metering. So yung net metering na tinatawag, pag in-apply natin yung system natin ng net metering, yung excess na power ng system natin is binabayaran ng distribution utility. So papalitan nila yung meter into bidirectional para nare-read din yung export na energy. So understanding on the solar energy.
How do solar panels work? You may have seen solar panels on rooftops in your neighborhood, but do you know how they actually work? Solar panels are made up of an element called silicon. When sunlight hits a solar panel, electrons in the silicon begin to move, initiating a flow of electricity. This is direct current, or DC electricity. Unfortunately, direct current electricity cannot power most appliances in your home. To create usable electricity, your solar power needs to travel to an inverter first. This inverter converts DC electricity into alternating current, or AC electricity, which can be used by most home appliances. If your solar panels create more electricity than you need, you can send the extra back to the grid. Most utility companies will provide credits for this extra energy to use on a future bill. This ensures you will always benefit from producing clean, renewable energy.
Ayan, so ito yung ano nasa video, yung sa flow ng system natin. So yung solar panels natin converted into from inverters going to the distribution. And then for the monitoring electricity consumption and the solar power productions, yan. So we need to know also the power. So we have the tools and software para matrack natin yung energy usage and also the solar generations. And then identify patterns. So understand your energy habit and peak consumption time. So kailangan ma-identify natin yung mga loads natin. May mga loads tayo na ginagamit natin ng night use na pwede naman natin gamitin ng day use para maiwasan natin and then ma-maximize natin yung solar natin. And then optimize your system. So make informed decision para ma-maximize natin yung solar energy utilization. So the next one is the solar engineering design and calculations. So these are the basic design principle. So for the site assessment and resource evaluation, and then the system sizing and load analysis, then the consideration for the residential and commercial installation. Okay, so for the site assessment, we need also to check the location. I-analyze natin yung factor like yung sa latitude, yung longitude, yung elevation ng ano natin, and then yung sa shading para ma-determine natin yung irradiance potential. And then also we can check the inverter's location and then yung electrical wiring route. So malaga makita natin, ma-check natin yung elevations natin and then yung shading para mas maiwasan natin yung mga potential na ano. And then yung i-consider natin yung sa inverter locations naman, kailangan open area siya para hindi siya mas mataas yung efficiency ng inverters natin and then yung sa electrical wiring route natin. So for the rooftop naman, we need to assess the structures. Pa-check natin yung integrity ng mga roof natin, yung roof type, ano ba yung mga klase ng roof, and then yung sa orientation, and then yung sa available space ng panels natin. So kailangan i-consider natin yung available space ng mga solar panels natin kahit yung requirements natin is sobrang laki pero yung roof space naman natin is maliit lang. So magbe-base pa din yung system natin sa space ng roof natin. So we need also to acquire the documents pagka nagkakaroon tayo ng site assessment. We need the utility bills, the electrical loads, and then the roof plan, the electrical plan, the elevation plan, and structural plan. So para makapag-design tayo, mas accurate yung pag-sizing ng system natin, so kailangan natin na-identify lahat ng kung ano yung mga consumption nila, ano yung mga loads, and then the roof plan. So for the load analysis, we have the energy consumption to determine the site electricity consumption patterns. So by analyzing historical utility bills or conducting an energy audit para ma-identify natin yung average na daily and monthly energy consumption in kilowatt hour. And for the peak load, we need to identify the peak electricity demand And then the typical occurring during period of high energy usage, yung daytime and evening time para ma-identify natin yung peak loads. For the load profiling naman, we need to develop a load profile to understand how energy consumption varies. So this helps identify the peak demand period and design a solar PV system capable of meeting the site energy needs consistently. And for the load forecasting, for the project future changes in energy consumption due to factors such as growth in occupancy. And for system sizing naman, the first one is that the solar resource assessment. So we need to evaluate the resource potential at the site by analyzing factor such as the solar irradiance, the shading, the tilt angle, and the orientation. So we use the tools like the solar irradiance map, on-site measurement to estimate the available solar energy. And for the energy production estimation, to estimate the energy production potential of the solar PV system based on the site solar resource assessment. And for the capacity factor, we need to calculate the capacity factor, which represent the ratio of actual energy production, the maximum possible energy production over a given period. And for the system sizing calculation, we need to determine the size of the PV system required to meet the energy demand. So by dividing the total energy consumption in kilowatt hour by the capacity factor and adjusting for the system loss, the inverter, the efficiency, and then also the wiring losses. And for the panel configuration, we need to select the appropriate configuration of the solar panels. So pwede siyang series, pwede siyang parallel connections based on the system voltage. And then the shading consideration also and balancing of the system requirements. And lastly is the battery storage. If incorporating energy storage, size the battery bank to store excess solar energy for using period of low sunlight or high electricity demand. So ito yung mga considerations for residential versus commercial installation. So for the energy demand, so for the residential, we need also to consider the stable energy demand throughout the day with peak usage in morning and evening. So size the system to meet household energy needs based on factor like occupants, appliances, and lifestyle habits. So kailangan natin ay i-identify yung mga peak loads natin. Like for example, yung mga washing natin, mga pamalansya natin, pwede natin ilipat siya into daytime para ma-maximize natin yung mga solar natin. And also for the commercial naman, ganun din, yung mga equipment natin, yung mga motors natin, yun yung kailangan natin i-maximize during the daytime. And for the roof and ground space naman, so kailangan natin evaluate yung roof space, yung mga shading, yung mga katabi na may mga puno. And then we need also to consider the roof area, the orientation, yung tilt, and then yung angle and shading issues natin. So for the commercial and industrial, we need to utilize larger roof area. So pagka commercial industrial, kailangan natin na mas malaking space. So kailangan natin i-utilize, i-maximize natin yung area para maka-accommodate yung larger arrays natin para magkaroon tayo ng optimized energy production. And then for the permitting, so kailangan natin i-obtain yung approval ng mga local authorities natin, yung mga homeowners. And for the commercial naman, yung compliance with the zoning regulations, the building codes, and the environmental permits. And for the financial incentives and financing, So access financial incentives as tax credit, mga rebates, mga net metering programs, and then reduce upfront costs and improve return on investment. And for the commercial, yung qualify for the similar financial incentives and additional financing options such as PPAs, yung mga solar lease and third-party ownership models. So for the system design and configuration, you need to prioritize simplicity, the aesthetics, and ease of installation. So kailangan yung mga conduit routing natin, so kailangan aesthetics din. And then consider the grid tie system with battery storage for backup power or time of use electricity rates. And for the commercial industrial naman, we need to customize the grid tied, off-grid or hybrid configuration based on energy needs and goals. So incorporate natin yung mga multiple inverters, yung monitoring systems natin, and energy management solution for optimized performance and savings. For the maintenance and monitoring, we need to perform the periodic maintenance such as panel cleaning, yung mga inspection natin ng mga wirings, and the performance checking. So we need also to check the performance, and we need to utilize the monitoring tools for energy production. And for the commercial industrial, we need to implement the regular inspection. So same lang naman sa residential and commercial yung mga checkings na kailangan i-check. So ito yung mga proper positioning ng mga PV modules natin. So yung azimuth natin is horizontal angle or direction of compass bearing. So alam naman natin dito sa Philippines or is malapit tayo sa equator. So yung optimal na natin na facing ng system natin is the south facing. And for the east facing, we only have the 98.26%. And for the west, 97.95%. So yung north natin is 96.22%. So yung roof pitch or yung slope ng natin, yung pinaka-optimal na inclinations natin is 12 degrees. So 12 to 15 degrees horizontally yung pinaka-typical na angle. So yan yung kailangan natin i-maximize natin yung exposure ng sun. So yung sinasabi natin yung direction ng sun natin is from east to west. So yung south natin is yun yung pinaka-optimal na location natin ng panels. So for the shading analysis, we need also to consider the site assessment. So ito yung mga kailangan meron tayong tools para ma-analyze natin yung shading. And then 3D modeling, we need also to check the time of day analysis. So makikita mo kung anong oras, anong araw, anong month yung nagkakaroon ng shading. So mostly pagka summertime, mas mataas yung generation natin ng system. And then for the seasonal variation, yung mitigation ng strategies and the performance estimation. So we need also to optimize the system performance. So we need the site selection. So kailangan yung area natin walang masyadong mga obstruction. And then the system sizing, we need to yung capacity ng system natin dapat yung kung ano yung mga requirements nila. So kailangan natin i-size based dun sa mga requirements nila. And then kailangan natin i-choose kung ano yung mga panels, inverters na gagamitin natin. And then kung ano yung optimal na orientations ng system natin. And also, we need to consider the shading analysis and the monitoring and maintenance of the system. So in SGA, ito yung process namin or the implementations of the solar PV systems. So the first is the key safety precautions. So for the key safety precautions naman, we have the training and certifications for the personal protective equipment, electrical safety, fall protection, and ladder safety, the safe work practices, fire safety, tool safety, materials handling, emergency response, weather condition, and the environmental protections. And this one is the proper way to install a solar PV system. So ito yung routine natin. So ito yung routine maintenance task natin. So the first one is cleaning. So yung cleaning natin, minamap lang natin yung mga solar panels natin para matanggal yung mga dumi. And then binubuhusan lang ng tubig. And then for the visual inspection, check natin yung mga dust, yung mga corrugated na mga conduits natin. And then for the electrical checks, i-check natin yung mga connections and wirings. And then the structural integrity. So i-check din natin yung sa mga structures ng roof natin. And then for the monitoring system. So yung system natin, ma-check din natin kung may mga error doon. Kung ano yung mga error ng system natin. So that's all for the technical. I will pass to DBJ for the continuation of the presentation.
Alright. Thank you, Nigel. So, okay pa ba kayo dyan? Mukhang madami na tayo. 287 na tayo, ah. Yung mga questions, we're trying to ready them para after we've gone to the presentation, then as much as possible, we'd like to answer yung mga queries at saka yung mga concerns. Anyway, So just to give you an idea, and we're very thankful to the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers, no, by inviting Solar Grid Alternatives Inc. This is now a portion of trying to let you know who Solar Grid is, regardless whether magpapakabit kayo sa amin, which we would like or not, but this is how we work. Okay? Solar Grid is an award-winning solar energy solutions company. So we provide solutions worldwide because we're affiliated also with ProInso, which is a UK-based company, and we're very active in Southeast Asia. We are here since 2015, so there's about 9 years. So halos isang dekada na yung unang installation namin. By far, wala pa naman kaming mga major concerns for those that we have first-gen installations. We're doing commercial, industrial, and as part of our CSR is the residential. Kahit na konti lang kita natin noon, we would always wanted to have our vision of bringing electricity down. So we are sharing that to all the residential owners who would want to have their solar energy installed in their houses. So what makes us different? Definitely, we have a vision to be the first choice in the country in terms, more particularly in our niche of solar roof. We provide alternative sustainable solar energy source. We bring the cost of electricity down, and that's a certain fact. Even my house is on solar. We have to reduce carbon footprint to prevent degradation of the environment. And then, of course, our passion for excellence and high level of service and professionalism. That's why we're doing this Solar 101 to those who would want some understanding about it firsthand. And for those who are inviting us, then we welcome them. Even kahit na mga estudyante pa lang, we are open to schools asking us to talk about solar. So why are we different? Okay. Pag si SGA ang kausap nyo, we only use our own material that we distribute in the country. So what are they? For solar panel, it's only Jinko. And Jinko is the world's largest manufacturer of PV panels in the world. It is listed in New York Stock Exchange since 2010. First half of 2023, it holds the top solar module provider and achieved 26.4 efficiency for its solar panel. Okay? So, Jinko lang tayo. Even if you're a manufacturing entity or you are a home, we're only using Jinko. Isang type lang ng product, isang type ng quality. It goes the same for all our other products such as GrowWatt. We have two in terms of inverter. One is GrowWatt. It's number 1 in residential, number 4 in PV inverter suppliers. It's rated by Bloomberg. So for us to understand what Bloomberg is, it's a financial institution that rates commodities. So in case yung company nyo will do a solar project with large scale or probably 1 meg, tapos mangungutang kayo sa bangko for solar, which is available now in the banks, we can help you with that as well. Kailangan yung inyong, kailangan yung inyong, saglit.
Nawala kayo, Sir Nigel?
Sorry, na-error kami. So we have GrowWatt. It's number 4 and it's number 1 and it's rated by Bloomberg. It's made in China, but it is top quality. The other one that we use for inverter is SMA. SMA is a German brand. It's number 4 top inverter and number 3 in the world. It's also Bloomberg rated. So kinakailangan yung gagamitin nyo na material in case you're going to borrow from the bank. It has to be Bloomberg rated. Otherwise, the bank will check yung mga component ng solar nyo that you're applying for a loan, and there's likelihood that it will be declined in terms of loan. Pagdating naman sa Cleanergy, yan, yung railings natin, it's going to be Cleanergy. It's Australia, it's pure aluminum. So yan naman yung number 1 when it comes to railings. Okay, and it's globally and internationally known. So yung major components na yan lang yung ginagamit ni SGA. If you become our client or would be our client and tell us, gusto naming solar panel ganito, yung gusto naming inverter ganito, we're not going to do that work for you because we are the one distributing Jinko, Growatt inverters in the country. So kami rin yun under a different name. In terms of warranties, maybe familiar na yung iba sa inyo, mostly 12 years yung material defect ng panel, 25 years for the power output. What does it mean, power output? Ibig sabihin nun, at the end of the 25th year, 80% pa yung efficiency ng panel natin in terms of collecting the radiance of the sun. Every year, there's a degradation of 0.5%. So pagdating ng 25th year, nandoon pa siya sa 80% efficiency. Inverters, we have both 5 years regardless whether it's German or China. Parehas siyang 5 years sa material defect. For the railings, we have 10 years. And then of course, we do, depende na lang sa size ng client namin, our minimum offering for our workmanship is 1 year. We can go higher, depende na lang dun sa size ng project na ginagawa namin. As I said, we have international affiliation by way of ProInso, who helps us in our technology and in our advisory. Okay, so si ProInso is not just a solar provider, it's also a consulting company. So medyo heavy kami sa Southeast Asia when we talk of ProInso. Ito yung makikita niyong screen on some of ProInso's industrial projects. We are a needs-based solar solution company. So that entails na pag tinawag nyo kami, we will talk to you and we're gonna do as part of our method, gagawa kami ng initial survey with your team or maybe kayo as head ng engineering, kakausapin kayo ng team namin and then we do an ocular and then we're going to do an interview on what would best fit your company in terms of solar solution. So we do design, as mentioned earlier, ang pagkakaiba namin from our other competitors is we're affiliated with Cleanergy. That means we ask them to check our design. Meron kaming mga probable clients or other clients that would require us to tell us how much speed per kilometer of wind ang kayang i-withstand ng system namin. So we can do wind speeds up to 88 meters per second, yung tipong Yolanda, yung bagyo. Okay. And then we have our own after-sales group, which is also an advantage. We can either do the fixing of your inverter off-site. That means dapat yung kung nasaan yung inverter nyo, dapat malakas yung Wi-Fi doon because it will communicate and we need that communication. Ngayon, kung hindi naman siya matitweak off-site, then our team will come over to do it on-site. We have financing options for big projects. We work with banks and we work with funding requirements for certain clients. Definitely, there's free consultation if you are intending to do some solar. We are a prepared solar company. Of course, that is our end game, no? But so far in 2023, we're the only solar company that is a finalist in the United Kingdom for the Energy Awards of 2023. Ang pinasok namin na project doon is very small, which is Pedro Farm. considering that we have megawatt project, but we fitted Pedro Farm project for 221 kilowatt peak, and it also won the Solar Week Philippines 2023 Excellence Award as Best Project of the Year. For Proinso naman, we got the Solar Company Consultancy of the Year and also the Developer Company of the Year. We are member and accredited member of either Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, which is PICAB. Why? Kasi sometimes the projects will entail civil works, so we have to have that PICAB. We can bid for government projects because we're platinum for PhilJEPs. Our engineers are member of your association, Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers. We are a member of the European Chamber of Commerce of the country. We are part of Business Network International, and we are a member of Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. As mentioned earlier, if you can see from the slides, we are the distributor for Jinko, we are distributor for Growat, and we are distributors as well for Cleanergy. Yung advantage nun, yung warranties namin mabilis lumabas, then we can do service equipment while we're waiting for some of items under warranty if need be and in case it comes up. Okay, so yan yung ibang testimonials, but these are some of the commercial and industrial clients that we have. Medyo selective kami when it comes to the list and names of our clients because we also want to have our brands recognized as SGA. So pagdating sa wires and cables, kami ang naglagay ng solar ng Philplex, that's about 700 kilowatt in Carmona, Cavite. We do a lot of Walter Marts. Okay. Yan, pag nakita nyo, ito bagong bukas na Walter Mart sa Muntinlupa, that's 1 megawatt. Punong-puno yung bubong niya ng solar panels. Okay. Our pilot program for Walter Mart is North EDSA, which is 1.2 megawatt. And we're doing simultaneously 4 Walter Marts, 1 in Pasay, 1 in Caloocan, 1 in Batangas, which is 1.6 megawatt, and 1 in Bacoor, Cavite, which is 1.4 megawatt. So after this, we're gonna do 15 more Walter Mart malls across the country from north to south of Metro Manila. Okay. Meron din naman kaming maliliit, no, like the Dali stores. Kung nakikita niyo yung mga Dali, we provide them 15 megawatts of solar solution as part of their campaign to reduce prices of our grocery. So ito yung pilot program sa Barangka, Mandaluyong when it comes to a Dali store. Okay, so let's show you our award-winning Pedro Farm. This is a 5-hectare farm, no? Pwede nyo makita. Okay? Para yan na yung last part ng aming program. And then after this, we'd like to thank you and be willing to answer some of the questions. na green, that is the controlled environment farm that needs power. Kaya si Pedro Farm nag-introduce ng solar energy para makapag-reduce ng cost. Ang objective nila, yung youth can go back to farming, hindi na tayo nagbinitan, will be under the roof and we can go under the roof. I guess that's all for us, and thank you very much for the invitation. I hope we were able to impart some information in this session. So we're open now for any questions or queries that you might have.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir DBJ. Thank you for that informative topic, no, that you shared to our colleagues. We have here questions coming from our attendees. Would you want me to read it for you, or would you want to scroll it for yourselves?
Pwede naman namin, we can read it through, no? So, meron
First
dito,
question was by John Kenneth Gulis. So maybe if you could start from there, from John Kenneth Gulis, then going down, so that we
sige,
won't be missing
buksan
any
lang namin
question. Yes, sir.
Jan Peña.
John Kenneth Gulis. He has a question here. $240 ang time niya, 240.
Sige, habang ini-scroll namin, you have the pleasure to read it.
It's here. It says here from John Kenneth Gulis, nakadepende pa din po ba sa irradiance din ng area?
Yes. So there's a science to it. So yung solar naman talagang yung radiance lang ng sunlight, no? So it's never about the heat. So it's all about the light. And depende dun sa area, yung production ng solar natin will matter. So yung smog, yung pollution can reduce irradiance. Ibig sabihin, mas mababa yung production sa Metro Manila probably compared sa production sa Batangas or sa Cavite.
Okay, thank you, sir. From Eric Lawrence Di Mayuga, what is the brand name of the main equipment for the solar power?
Yung sa amin, as we mentioned earlier, for the panel, we're only doing Jinko, okay? For inverters, we have both brands, Growatt and SMA. If you're asking why two, by way of preference, some of our multinational clients would want to use European brands kasi mga European company sila. So in that case, we will do SMA. But the price is going to be 3 times of the Growatt. Performance-wise, they're probably the same. Warranty-wise, they're also the same. Doon naman sa railing natin, it's only Cleanergy of Australia.
Okay, thank you, sir. Meron po bang masamang dulot sa kalusugan ng tao ang mga solar panels from Paul John Di Maunahan?
Doon sa mga nagawa namin, no, and even dun sa world market, while may mga pessimists or, kakampi ng solar, wala pa namang proven na impact sa direct health ng tao yung solar panels. Okay? Wag na lang natin didikitan masyado yung solar panels kasi hindi lang kalusugan ang mawawala sa atin noon, magiging inasal tayo after with the 600 volts. Okay? So, iniiwasan natin na magdidikit dun sa taas. But kalusugan-wise, exposure, normally naman yung exposure niya nasa taas ng roof. Wala namang mga other factors na sinasabi sa amin yung manufacturer or even yung ibang mga pessimists about health concerns.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. From Emmanuel Cabrega, ano po ba yung Perovs kite cells? Is it a replacement to silicon type?
ano yun, medyo malayo na yung ano, no, yung, but it's also partly a potential replacement of panels, no, kasi crystal yun. But at this point, commercially, hindi pa siya feasible. Okay? But it has a potential in the near future, maybe around 20 years from now. Yung solar PVs kasi, by way of commercial production, kinakailangan yung lifespan niya or yung productivity niya will be at least 20 years to make it feasible. Yung sinasabi natin perovskite, no, na cells, nagde-degrade siya right away even in minutes or in hours. But there's a study for it kasi nga pwede siya, pero sa ngayon hindi siya commercially viable.
Okay, thank you, sir. Again, nakita niyo na ba? Edward D.V. Pablo. Other
Yeah.
installers are not using RSD and yet nakakapag-install sila. RSD is a code requirement. Ano po opinion niyo rito? Do we have any cheaper alternative for this? Thanks.
Yung rapid shutdown device which is called RSD, no? Siguro mga 3 years ago, in-introduce na yan sa market. May mga proponents, may mga suppliers na nag-offer niyan. There are also negative news about RSDs na nasusunog. Okay, maybe it's faulty when it comes to installation or probably the brand used is not a good one. Lahat naman yan may risk, no? That's why in my talk earlier, I was emphasizing na hindi pwedeng i-shortcut yung kuryente because the risk is very high. And that's a definite parang yan yung motto ng SGA, no? RSD also, yes, we do introduce RSD for some of our clients. We talk to them about the benefits of RSD. Ang disadvantage niyan kung mali is sobrang mahal, okay? But it's only an added safety device so that we can isolate a panel in case of an emergency. Definitely naman, yung mga walang RSD, meron naman tayong mga safety devices na nasa mga breakers natin.
Okay. Is it possible to recycle the PV module in order to use it again after expiration?
Well, we believe yes, kasi 95% ng component ng panels are recyclable. So you have glass, which is silica, you have aluminum, you have silicone. So siguro 5% yan will be wasted. But 90% of that can be recycled. And at this point in time, hindi naman tayo yung nauna sa EVs, no? Tayo catch-up mode lang tayo. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, 2% pa lang yung Philippines sa world market. Established na yung ibang mga recycling ng PV. So may mga machines na may mga steps, no, i-delaminate nila yan, and then i-disassemble nila yan, and then yung mga major components ng materials, then they will recycle it. Magkakaroon ka ng silica powder, magkakaroon ka ng different powders, may copper powder ka, which can be used for different applications.
Yeah. Because that is one of the concerns din kasi sa environment natin. Yeah. That's good. So were you able to catch up with the questions or would you want me to continue?
During rainy season, how many
okay.
days will it last the power supply if there's no sufficient harvest from the sunlight? Yung question mo, Elmer, no? Normally, we introduce on-grid. As mentioned by Nigel, we concentrate on on-grid, meaning to say wala tayong storage which is battery. We don't necessarily recommend battery at this point in time because of the excessive cost of battery. Tapos yung usage ng battery at this point is not 1:1 when it comes to usage, no? Yung replacement ng power loss mo. Kapag ginamit mo yung battery, hindi niya ma-replace right away yon ng ganun na 1:1 pattern. So ang aming advocacy and ang aming consultancy is normally on grid. Meaning to say, pag nag-brown out, even during daytime, dahil naka-on grid tayo, brown out din yung solar. Okay? When you talk of rainy days, depende kung meron pang liwanag kahit na merong konting ulan, makakakuha pa rin ng production yung solar mo. But it will not be at its peak. Normally, the peak will be around 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on a good sunlight day. Doon mo mahihit yung peak ng solar mo. Okay? So, next, galing kay Roder, what is the maximum size for residential units? Okay, when we size up a system, we look at your usage of power. So kung bahay ka, like us, no, nasa bahay tayo, tatanungin ka namin magkano yung cost mo ng kuryente every month. Then manghihingi kami ng resibo ng Meralco bill mo or your utility bill. Titingnan namin yung kilowatt hour use mo. And then from that kilowatt hour use, ika-calculate namin base sa interview sa'yo, how much of that is spent during the night and how much of it is used during the day. So pag binigyan mo kami ng idea, say 50% is during the daytime, i-compute namin yon and then ilalabas namin yung suggested size ng kilowatt peak. So kung ikaw 7,000 pesos a month and a typical household, we would suggest probably a 3 kilowatt system. But si SGA hindi na nagbebenta ng 3 kilowatt because it's too small for us. So iba na yung mga provider noon. Our smallest offering will be 5 kilowatt peak, which is good for around 15 to 17,000 pesos. And you got 35 to 40% savings out of it. Ano yung maximum size for the residential unit? Depends gaano kalaki yung bahay, no? Even if ang consumption mo ng kuryente naman 15,000, pero yung bubong, we have those, no, yung mga townhouses na maliliit yung mga roof nila. So maybe yung size ng consumption nila will require for 20 kilowatt pero yung bubong ang kasya lang 5 kilowatt. So we will just stick to 5 kilowatt. Yun lang yung magkakasya dun sa residential unit na yun. So it varies. Magiging ano yun, subject to kung ano yung consumption tsaka availability ng size ng roof. Okay? From Elmer, is it possible to utilize it to a rice field as a source of power for water pump? Yes, we can do off-grid. Meron kami mga project sa NIA ng irrigation that uses solar to pump water sa irrigation. So pwede yun. Then, Elmer, thank you. Okay, meron pa ba? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Inquiry for the training certification, sir, from John Leonil. I guess we'll have to work with the institute, no? Kung mag-i-issue sila ng certification for...
Yeah, we will be issuing one, sir.
But we're willing to sign kung mag-i-issue.
Meron po. May binibigay CIIEE Northern Laguna sa kanila. We will be posting the registration link later, after.
So,
kasi yung iba, nagre-register na lang sila without even learning from the topic. Eh. So, what's more important to us is about the learning. Okay?
All right.
Ma'am, meron
Sir,
ng
what
Google
is
Form.
Sir Domi?
Meron ng Google Form sa attendance.
Meron na, Google. Oh. Sir, Sir DBJ, may tanong si Joey Mark Gamayon. Paano po nakapag-produce ng reactive power ang solar setup? May kailangan bang additional equipment or i-setup lang po sa inverter? Hingi rin po sana akong presentation. Okay.
For the reactive power, we need to set on the inverters.
Okay, what would be the other advantages in selecting PV module brand under the approved list of Bloomberg beside the bankability?
What would be the other advantages in selecting PV module brand under the approved list? Yung advantages mo kasi, kapag yung PV brand mo is parang accredited siya or binigyan siya ng rating ng Bloomberg, no? Yung access mo to loans sa banks will be easier. Yun yung pinaka-advantage. That's why you need to understand kung yung PV module mo pumasa sa Bloomberg bankability test. Kasi kung pasado doon, yes, you can still probably loan sa bank, pero ibang klase ng loan yung gagawin mo. Hindi na siguro yung solar loan. Wherein you'll have lower interest rate. baka yung bibigay niya sa yung loan, mas mataas na yung interest rate kasi mas mataas na yung risk na yung ginagamit mo equipment will not last long enough or will not give you the kind of savings that is projected.
I think other questions has been answered from your SGA staff, sir. Pero ito kay Edward, walang sumagot na SGA. Others, tapos na yan. So, do you sell solar equipment components to solar installers?
Sorry?
Do you sell
sell
solar
solar-
equipment or components to solar installers?
Meron kaming facility for that but not under the brand name SGA. But you can still buy the same equipment that we're using. But under SGA, we do not sell components. We sell solar solution as a package.
Okay, sir. What are the minimum requirements in order for your system will be recognized as a solar generating plant?
What? Sandali kinukuha lang namin
Minimum requirement.
Anong oras yun?
325.
3:25 na. Okay. 3:02. Sige pa, babae pa. What are the minimum requirements in order your system will be recognized as a solar generating plant? Okay, we don't necessarily arrange for the requirements of a solar generating plant. Ngayon, kung yung company mo is intending to do a solar generating plant dahil ang size na nun ay pang-utility, then you will have to go through DOE, you have to go through REC, ERC, no?
ERC.
Kasi magkakaroon yun ng mga ibang component ng requirement. Like solar generating plants would normally be a solar farm. So iba yung intricacies ng solar farm. Well, we do small solar farms, pero kung large scale and we're talking about generating plant, may mga ibang requirement yan and it's best for you to go through DOE.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. May nagre-request, sana daw meron kayong face-to-face training in Mindanao.
Sige,
It
pag
seems-
nilibre nyo kami doon, pupunta kami Nigel.
Kasi karamihan andun yung hunger for knowledge sa Mindanao because
Actually,
they
we
wanted
just
to
did
put
a
up.
face-to-face training for the drugstores association in Bacoor, Cavite. So hindi naman kami averse sa face-to-face. We can do that. In fact, we did
maybe-
one sa Chamber of Commerce ng Legazpi City sometime in September last year.
Yeah. Maybe Marvin, if you know someone from the local government, it's best for you to coordinate with them so that they could invite SGA in Mindanao. Kasi I think yun ang kailangan ng mga taga Mindanao, yung talagang they would learn from someone kasi this is a business opportunity for others also, no? So
Oo, pwede
SGA
naman
could
yun.
help you with the other industries doon.
Yung sa Legazpi namin is done through the Chamber of Commerce with the participation of USAID and Rockefeller Mountain Foundation. So we were there, kami yung speakers. So definitely we want to do solar as well for the resiliency of the municipalities in terms of weather pattern and climate change. Ngayon, yun ang advantage lang namin, libre yung flight namin, libre yung hotel, but the talks we provide and all.
Yun, maybe there's a coordination coming from Marvin kung may kilala siya dun sa mga nangangailangan dun para ma-share ng SGA, malay mo gusto nilang maglagay din ng solar PV dun sa mga industries doon. They're just looking for some companies that they could trust, no?
Merong isang question dito, are there environmental effects of solar farms in their vicinity? You know, solar farms naman normally malalayong lugar yun, no? And for the safety of solar farms, sabi ko nga iba yung intricacy ng solar farms. Normally, they are supposed to be fenced. And then yung grounds will have to be properly cleaned. Bawal na magkaroon ng grass fire kasi kuryente yan. So alam naman natin sa Philippines, mataas ang level ng heat, lalo na during summer months. So dapat yung maintenance ng solar farm is proper. And then dapat properly fenced siya para yung mga bata, in case there's a community nearby, if by chance doon nilagay yung solar farm, ma-avoid yung paglalaro doon sa mga panels kasi yung curiosity can lead to risk, no? So dapat fenced off and then dapat merong nakabantay. Pero in terms of environmental effects, yun nga kanina sabi natin wala naman kaming nakikitang health hazard, no? Except that yung land gagamitin natin as a solar farm to produce energy. So yun lang yung isa. And maybe in the future, yung land na yun gagamitin for food production or for industrial zones. So pwede namang baklasin yun. And then later on, convert it into a roof solar.
Yung disposal kaya nun, sir?
Do you also recommend microinverters or do you use additional inverters? Sabi ko nga kanina, we focus on industrial companies, no, which uses the traditional inverters. Although we are trying to study microinverters for smaller applications sa mga bahay, para yung affordability ng solar sa mga bahay natin, and a lot of us can enjoy freedom from expensive power. But we're not yet there, but we're talking to some companies who are introducing microinverters. What is the required distance from roof to solar PV panel to have a proper air ventilation? Okay? So si Nigel, sinabi niya kanina, but Nigel will give you an idea gaano kataas yung LFIT namin. Yung ventilation naman kasi it's not just about the distance of the roof, okay? Pwede mo namang ma-achieve yung ventilation by way of design. So hindi mo kailangan punong-punuin ng panel yung roof. You can have spaces so that the air can flow in and out underneath the panels. Pero si Nigel can give you an idea ano yung height ng LFIT namin where we put the railings. So it's about 4 inches in terms of height, up to 6 inches. So normally, ganun lang naman yung ginagamit natin. Sabi ko nga, yung flow ng air, yung movement ng air, can also be a function of the design, yung paghihiwalay ng certain sections ng groupings ng panel. So it will allow some air to move around. Can we use square wave or sine-wave inverter? Hindi kami gumagamit niyan. So traditional inverters pa rin yung ginagamit natin for our solar solution. How to dispose properly these solar panels in case they were physically damaged. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? The components can be disassembled. And just like your windshield sa car, no? Ganun din yung solar panel natin. May mga adhesive yun. They can be disposed of properly. Kung physically damaged yun, kami naman, pag physically damaged yung panel natin, tatanggalin natin yun. And then we will have to replace it para ma-maximize nyo yung solar production nyo. Nigel, where can we put grounded cable and how many grounded cables needed in the peak?
So, yung paglalagay ng grounding cables is we can put it on the array. So one cable ground only.
Isa lang. Okay. Galing yun kay Jojo. From Edward, what brand of RSD do you recommend? Okay. Ano na to? Plugging na to When we use some brands of RSD which we work with, normally yung ginagamit namin is Tigo. Advertisement ni Tigo yun ang libre. Is it mandatory to have an arc flash protection device for overheating of the system? Hindi naman siya necessary. Is there some existing problem about PV panel or installing PV panel that is worth for a research? Sa amin, no, yung simple PV application ng installation, no, yung mga PV panels. Siguro yung mga magiging concern mo lang dyan, no, some questions will arise like that. Kasi yung iba ang ginagamit siguro nilang panels, mga faulty na. Kasi hindi naman nila tinitest yun. You can see the cells, but actually they are fake cells. So, pag-iwas sa mga raon-raon. Okay? What is the minimum capacity for hybrid setup and its ROI? As also similar to the question earlier, depende dun sa size nung gagamitin mo. Okay? It can be, pag hybrid, sabi ko nga, mostly will allow it to the houses because it's very expensive kapag industrial application so far na ginagamitan except maybe for some hospitals wherein may mga section ng hospital na kinakailangan tuloy-tuloy yung kuryente even if there's brownout. Do you conduct training and seminars for us to also consider marketing your products in our area? Yes, you're welcome, Mark Jan. We can talk to you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Does inverter still need battery supply? Okay, normally yung inverter natin, yung on-grid, nakalink siya sa grid. Okay? So, hindi namin masyado sinasuggest yung nakalink siya sa battery supply. No? Meron din setup, sir, na tuwing blackout, automatic maging off-grid ang system. I think that is possible. Yes, depende dun sa gagamitin nating inverter. What are the parts of PV module system or components that we monitor and maintain to restore in normal conditions? Hindi ko makuha. What are the parts of PV module system or components to keep in monitor? Well, sa amin kasi, our system will give you a monitoring device, no? Ngayon, kung hindi nakakatch yung desired simulated production, then we will have to investigate kung saan nanggagaling yon. Either nanggagaling ba yun sa grid na naglo-low voltage yung grid mo, or nanggagaling ba yun sa inverter because nagdi-derate. So, machi-check yon. But for you to keep component, no? I don't know if you're gonna keep component, but that's more of monitoring. So, magkakaroon ng analytic yon para ma-check natin kung saan yung fault. For 500 kilowatt solar setup, if ever straight maulan for 5 days, ilang araw po yung life ng battery to sustain? Sabi ko nga kanina, we do not suggest battery at this point in time because the cost is very excessive. Ang intention ng owners are normally to save. Pag battery kasi, depending on your usage, hours or years, 4 na taon, papaltan mo na siya. Sa panahon ngayon, sobrang mahal ng battery. And for you to be able to do that for 500 kilowatt, that's really a lot of millions. Can solar PV replace the uninterruptible power supply of IT equipment? Meron naman kaming mga installations like Walter Marts, no? Meron silang mga BPOs underneath na gumagamit rin ng solar. So, I think yung answer to that is yes. Ano pong type of load ang solar panel? Inductive or capacitive? So from PLT, Nigel, anong type of load ang solar panels? Inductive po or capacitive? Will it affect the power factor establishment and utility na nag-supply?
Yung ano natin is solar is a variable load, so hindi siya inductive or capacitive load. So nakadepende pa din dun sa electric utility natin. So same lang, variable loads lang siya.
Gerald Quadra, given an electric bill of around 2,000 pesos per month and the priority being an uninterrupted power supply with batteries, is investing residential solar panels still a wise decision? The answer is a flat no. If your bill is only 2,000, wag na rin tayong mag-on-grid. Wag na rin tayong mag-battery unless there's compelling reason na may health reason sa loob ng bahay mo that you want a battery. But for us, personally, at 2,000 pesos per month worth of electric bill, hindi na wise to go solar. Is it true po na may cleaning solution made for solar panels or water is safe? Rain is a natural cleaner kasi dust yung tinatanggal niya, nakaslope yung panel natin. But once a year, pwede naman tayong gumamit ng soap, yung ginagamit natin sa kusina, which is yung liquid soap. Ginagamit natin yon to take out some of the hard acid ng rain para mas mag-improve yung collection ng panels. Kung 50 kilowatt lang, there's no need to go to DOE kung yun lang yung kailangan mo. Hindi naman ganyan kalaki yung 50 kilowatt. Kung magni-net metering ka naman, definitely dadaan tayo kay Meralco kapag net metering, and then dadaan din tayo sa LGU. Sa DOE may babayaran lang tayo sa kanila. Implemented na po ba ang net metering system? Yes, it is. Yung bahay ko po, naka-net metering din yon. So meron na po bang nakaka-benefit nito? Marami na po. Mga certificates,
Parang wala na akong nakitang kwan.
certificates.
Yan. So
I'm here providing trainings. Sana po pwede makontak sir regarding solar power system research and consultation. Salamat po. Okay. Next. So we still have 4 messages and then Taigo. Okay. Sa computation ba ng load, how long will it take to apply for net metering? Nagbabari yan, depende sa areas based on our experience. We do not want to overpromise, pero 95% nung ginagawa namin, it can range from 2 months to a year. Depende doon sa completeness ng document ng owner at saka depende doon sa LGU where we apply for net metering. Sa computation, taas. Sa computation ba ng load from Jojo, PV Solar, kailangan ba roof capacity or load equipment capacity mas equal para ma-check? Kanina, sinabi ko yon, it's subject to pwedeng yung load ng facility is higher than the space na available sa roof. So, kapag ganun yung scenario, yung limitation nung ilalagay mong solar will be the capacity of your roof. Required po ba na may aircon ang storage area ng battery para sa hybrid setup? Meron kaming mga bahay na nilagyan ng hybrid. For as long as it's well ventilated, hindi siya nababasa, hindi siya direct sunlight, okay lang. Hindi naman kinakailangan naka-aircon siya. Alright, I think that's the last question which, meron pa pala, sorry, kay Mabin. Capable po ba ang GrowWatt for Open Delta? The answer is yes, need lang po ng settings natin. Alright, so I guess that's about it. Hopefully na enlighten namin kayo a bit about your questions or about your expectations. Sir, na-hire po ba kayo? Yes, you can call our HR for our careers in SGA. We're open for hiring. We're open for associates. You can be our non-salaried associates. You can refer some clients to us and then tatrabahuin natin yung client, and kung maging successful yung client, then we will give you the reward which is appropriate for your services. So thank you very much, IEE. Maraming salamat. Hopefully we can do more and we'll be glad to participate in your next activities.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir DBJ, for this time you have allocated to NLC. Guys, don't forget to register through the link being posted at the chat box so that you'll be receiving your certificate. You could use this as your self-directed learning for your CPD credit units. Okay, so Dan, can you please post the certificates that we would be awarding to the speakers? Okay, thank you very much. Yung isa, Dan. Kay Sir DBJ. Dan, are you there? Okay. The Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines Northern Laguna Chapter, IIE, is Best Chapter Hall of Famer. Awards the Certificate of Appreciation to Mr. Danilo Jugno, how is the correct pronunciation? CPA MBA for sharing his technical expertise on the topic entitled Solar Solutions Unveiled, Igniting Engineering Minds in Solar Innovation during the Thursday Delight webinar given this 15th day of February 2024. Signed, Anthony Jefferson Atienza, VP Technical, Reginald Castillo, Chapter President Rodalito Manalo, one of the proponents, and yours truly, Engineer Esperanza Collado, one of the proponents and the VP External of the National IIEE. Same certificate is being awarded also to Sir Nigel, okay, Gampino, for being the technical speaker of today's webinar. Same citations has been written. This would be sent to your email, sir. And this is one of appreciating you for the time that you have allotted to the chapter. Thank you for accommodating our request to be the technical speaker in today's Thursday Delight.
Thank you. You're
Again,
most welcome.
yeah,
you.
we could be inviting you again soon, or maybe we could invite you to be part of some forums. Kung nakilala ko lang kayo ng maaga, sana isinama ko kayo nung National Convention ng IIEE because we tackled about renewable energy.
May susunod pa naman, so
Yeah, we'll see if I would still be having a forum, but then I would be getting your contact number from
Alright.
Jeff so that I would be inviting you to be one of the panelists